Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful day in the world of Feed the Beast Beyond. I'm BPD and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So, it's been a while, man. It's been a few days since I've been on here and it's been unfortunate. It's Tuesday today and I'm just now watching the Game of Thrones season premiere. So, that's unfortunate, but it was awesome. In case you guys didn't see it, you should watch it. Anyway, I have done a couple things in between now and then, however. Last you guys saw me, we had just finished the automatic armor changer here. And I've done a little bit of work, added a little bit of detail to the hallway, just kind of matching the thing that we got going out there. But then we go into our quarantine room and it is blue. Very, very blue. Let me know what you guys think. I saw a quarantine room online that was pretty much just basically blue. So that's kind of what I went with here. We got some laboratory stuff in here, a microscope, chemistry set, if you will, some computers, papers, just like office stuff to make this place seem officely. And we also have our radiation treatment area. This is a radiation shower here with a bed for us to sleep on. A lot of this stuff from Decorcraft doesn't work. Like the computers don't work, the chemistry set does nothing, but the bed does. The bed works. See, we can sit in I wonder if there's actually going to be a block over my head when I get up. But we can sit in the bed. No, there's not. We can also sit in the chairs, of course, and do all the cool stuff. They don't move or anything, though, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, that's pretty much what we had done. There was one small thing that I had to do. See, this automatic step-up sometimes can mess you up, right? There were a couple things I had to do. The armor changer here wasn't working at first for a little bit because I switched my draconic boots and I gave him a jump boost because I was bored and I wanted to see how high you could jump with him, which is pretty high, coincidentally. But yeah, when I did that, it pretty much messed up this whole system. It made it so that the legs and feet weren't popping out, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it. So everything should be good to go. I'm not going to open my inventory just yet because it shows the things that we are going to be doing today. We actually are going to be getting more into deep resonance. Yeah, this is from me fixing the thing. When I first recorded the episode, it wasn't working and could not figure out why, so I had to fix it. But we're going to be getting more into deep resonance today, as I was saying. So now I'll go ahead and open my inventory. Yep. So we got all our deep resonance stuff here with a couple other things from other mods. Actually, like one thing, this power monitor, which we're going to be using to control our system that we do have going here. So let's go ahead and check this out. Make sure it worked. So it should take off everything. All right, yeah. So what it was doing was, for some reason, because the draconic armor boots changed to jump boost, it messed up both of them here. So I had to change both of these filters, put the RF jump boost in there, and then everything seemed to work perfectly fine. So if you change your draconic armor, make sure you change your filters here. That's pretty important. So let's go ahead and throw that back up. But right, so deep resonance, no cuts today. I've been doing, I've been looking back and watching the last few of my episodes, and there have been, like, a lot of cuts, man. And I feel like it's been because I've been trying to put too much into one episode, so I'm not going to be doing as much cutting. No cutting, as much as I can avoid, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this. So, deep resonance, I'm not going to read the manual with you guys. Deep resonance it's an okay mod. I did some testing with it in a creative world just to try to figure out exactly what it is, and I'm very, very, very thankful that I did that because it gets kind of involved, and it's a pretty lengthy process. You know, I just mentioned there weren't going to be cuts. There are going to be cuts, unfortunately, because this system, to make what you need to make to get this going, actually takes quite a bit of time. So there will be some, but the first thing we need to do is get all of our machines. Check. Done. We are good to go on that. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to start working with our resonating ore here. So let's go ahead and grab some of that. We'll take a stack, should be fine for now. All right, so step one, we need to take this. Okay, so there's like a couple steps here. We're going to be putting a tank down, right? Oh, that's what we needed to do that I should have done. We need fluid conduits reaching from the lava tank. So let me see. All right, we have 64. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. Let me see here. Because we need lava. How do you guys like my doors, by the way? I think they're pretty sweet. We need lava to be able to, get this done. So let's go ahead and put all of these down. You know, I'll just kind of leave it like that for now, and just essentially kind of set up what we're, oh, hey, what's up, buddy? What we're going to be doing here. So we're going to have a tank here, and this tank is pretty, oh, that's right, we also need some comparators. This tank is pretty particular. You can't have it all the way full, you can't have it empty, you have to have it at a certain level. So let's go ahead and take our pick here. And we're just going to chop some stuff out. Yep, break the tank too. Sure, why not? That one's going to be already. So when you place it, it becomes different than just a regular tank as well. Do not forget that. And I need to make sure. See, I want to be within the chunk border here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put this on the other side. Because the other side, if you break out the wall back here, there won't be chunks. Right? Yeah, so there's no chunk there. So now we need to take our comparator. And that's going to come in later. So on top of this tank that we have here, and I might even go one down to hide the tank of lava. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go down 1, 2. We'll go like that. Do tank, comparator. All right, so then we have this smelter, right? The smelter is basically what's going to process these resonating ore into the liquid form, which is what you then use to make crystals. But the first step that we're going to need to do here is get some fluid to this here tank. So I'm going to have to go ahead and place down the fluid conduits real quick. So let me go ahead and get that done. Alright, we got our conduits set. We have some energy conduits going up that we're going to be needing, and also our fluid conduits. And we had to expand the system to an additional tank for the reasons, for a couple different reasons rather. This tank is always going to be 100% full. I mean, it's not right now. It's a little bit short, but that's fine. It's, for the most part, going to be 100% full once we reconnect it. Now, this tank can't be 100% full. This tank has to be between 40 and 60%. So the tank can hold 16 buckets. So let's go ahead and throw 8 buckets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the level we want it to stay at. This level all the time. So this comparator here, depending on how much liquid is in here, is how strong the redstone conduit's going to be, or the redstone signal is going to be. Now we have to use regular redstone because redstone conduit, the Ender IO conduit, it'll always have a redstone signal of 1, and its strength won't change depending on the liquid in here. So we have to start it out with regular redstone conduit, and we have to find out how long. So power 1 there. Okay, so now we're going to, this is when we use our redstone conduit, and we connect it here. Okay, so that's not on. I thought it would be. Let me see. Is it just, oh, okay. So we just had to pull it back one more. Alright, so let's take out that redstone there. And it should work, I think. Let's go and connect here. Okay, yeah. So now we have a redstone signal there. Now we're going to bring this redstone over here like that. And you'll see once we take a bucket out of here, the redstone conduit will lose its signal, right? So now we're going to set up this fluid conduit here. Give the face of this a right click to make it connect. Now it's sending, or it's receiving, we need it to be sending. And we'll go ahead and do extract without redstone signal, right? So we'll go ahead and put this here. Now we're going to have to get underneath, give this a right click, and then put this on insert. Now, theoretically, whenever we take a bucket out of here, yep, it's automatically replaced from the tank in here, right? Perfect. So it never gets below 40%. And it always stays roughly 50%, right? So that's what we're looking for there. Let me go ahead and plug up some holes here. We have a couple holes all over the place. So that's step 1. Now, we'll also want to connect this. Go ahead and make that insert correct. So this is always full. This is not filling up. Perfect. Now, what we need to do is we need to take another tank. Okay, and this tank is going to hold our resonating liquid, right? So we also need to give this thing power, and this is going to be a little bit ugly, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. So that should be going. Or no. Now it's got power. Now it just needs the resonating ore. Okay, perfect. So this resonating ore is going to go into this tank, and it's going to give us some numbers with it as well. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. It's going to take a little while for this all to get processed, but that's what we wanted. So you see the quality 100%, purity 10%, strength 10%, efficiency 10%. That's as good as you're going to get in this first tank. You want the quality to be 100%, and that's why we have that system there that's constantly placing and replacing lava as it's being used, so that we constantly have our quality at 100%. We don't ever want it to deter from that. So now we just have to wait here while this tank fills up, and then we can go ahead and get on to the next part. So I just watched back the recording after I set this up with you guys, and for some reason it did not have any audio. So I'm just going to go over it real quick. We had to drag some ME cable over, which thankfully we had, just like the power cable that was already here. We already had some of that from when we had the tree farm in this area. So thankfully it wasn't too difficult, but we dragged this ME conduit and we took it to the back of the purifier here. Let's go ahead and break these. They don't need to be there. And we put an export bus, and this export bus has a crafting card in it to provide filter material to the purifier. What we also did was we had this ender conduit going all the way around. Let me go ahead and put some of this stuff back real quick. We had the ender conduit going all the way around from that tank over to here, and provided this top tank with the liquid that was in here, that is currently not in here. This is a new round that we started up. So this is all the liquid. Now what this is going to do, we have it set up to go out here and go in here. So it's going to be kind of a never-ending cycle for this purifier. You give it filter material and it raises the purity of your deep resonant liquid resonance, or whatever this stuff is called, up to 85%. So we have that whole set up. So now it's going around and around and around in a cycle until it hits 85%. Now when it hits 85%, what I'm hoping for and what should happen is this valve here, which is set up for 85 purity, which is what we're looking for, 10 strength and 10 efficiency, because those aren't going to go up just yet from just this purifier. So what I'm hoping for, okay, so it did work. No, it didn't work. Why is there 85.1% purity? Interesting. Well, anyway, what I'm hoping for is that the liquid will go into here before it gets shot through this cycle, and it looks like it kind of did here. We have a very, very small amount of 85.1% purity there with 100% quality, so that's good. But yeah, it's going to kind of keep cycling through over and over again until it gets 85%, then it's going to go in through this valve and suck through. So that's basically the system that we have going on here. It's been going on for quite a while. It's only going up, 0.1 at a time. It was going up 0.4 at a time at first, but yeah, we're pretty much just on the wait for when this is finished, and then we can get into increasing the strength and efficiency and the purity up even higher for this resonant liquid. So I'll see you guys when that's finished. Our liquid is now all 85% purity here, so we are good to go. Next step, getting all of the other stats increased. So first things first, and this is horribly ugly. I am very much not happy with the state of affairs here. I'm going to have to seriously reset this up and clean it up. And I'll probably just cop out and make a basement to put it all in, because this takes up a lot more room. Anyway, so let's go ahead and drop. We're going to need fluid. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and jump down here. And we're going to go ahead and give this a right click for out. And do that. And always active. All right, cool. So we got that there. This is all set up. This is going to be for insert. Okay, so that's step one. Now we have both of these filters set up here, and I'll get into those in just a second. But this is the step that we need so far. So now we just connect here and then connect there. And all that, yep, there it goes into this. Now what we have to do is get some more regular redstone, and this has probably been the hardest part about it, to be honest, is the dealing with this actual redstone. We have to see how long this is exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 2, 1. Okay, So this is 0. So for this, I think we want our redstone conduit to go like this. Okay, and then we take out a bucket. We can't take out a bucket of this. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I can't test it. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me just double check and make sure this doesn't work. Real quick, if we put this here. No. And frame skip. Frames, come back to me, please. All right, there we go. So that doesn't work. So theoretically, all right, so I guess I'm just going to have to go by theory here. We have that connected like that. So that means we can do the same thing over here. And then it went in 1, down, and then over like, nope, and then like this. Okay, so, all right, we have that done. Now, what we need to do is address this. This is our infusing laser. So you see the setup we have here. We have a tank with a lens right there and an infusing laser. Now, this infusing laser will do certain things depending on, let me go ahead and break that so it doesn't start working, depending on what you put in it. Now, there are all kinds of different things that you can put in it. Slime balls, blaze powder, redstone, glowstone, diamonds, ender pearls, things like that. And they all have various abilities. Some of them increase strength while reducing purity. Some of them just increase purity. Some of them just increase strength. And from the testing that I've done, what I'm going to go with are nether stars. Okay, so nether stars, what they do, and you'll see it here, they give you 90% strength, 90% efficiency for 60% purity. So what that does, lowers your purity but increases our strength and efficiency up to 100% for that. So this machine here needs power, and you also have to give it crystals. Either old crystals or new crystals, doesn't matter. And lastly, energy, nether stars, and it requires a redstone signal as well. So that's what we're going to have here. Now, this infusing laser over here, what we're going to put in it is emeralds. Now, emeralds only increase purity, and they, from what I've seen, that's what increases purity the most. So we're going to go ahead and use those. It takes a lot of emeralds to get this purity up. It does not even, it takes like a little more than half a stack of nether stars to get this up to 100%, but it takes like 2 or 3 stacks of emeralds before this content will all be 100%. So, oh wait, we need one more tank. A tank. Okay, we have 2 more. Oh yeah, we are going to need 2 more. So we're going to have a tank here. Now, what we're going to do is make this an extract. Okay, always active. And this is going to be an insert. Right, so those don't combine there. That's what we're looking for. So, essentially what's going to happen once we give this a redstone signal is this is going to go all the way down. And I think it's pretty quick as well. So let's go ahead and start it. I'm so afraid to start it. Let's go ahead and kick that going. No? You don't want to work? Why? Does it need more of that? Very interesting. Not 100% sure. Okay, so we don't have a redstone signal here, which is interesting. Let me go ahead and break these. Do that and that. All right, there we go. So now you see we have a redstone signal going here, and it is increasing the purity relatively rapidly. So what that's going to do is then once it gets to 100% strength and 100% efficiency, it should get sucked in through this valve here. We'll go ahead and see how that goes. It's already almost at, and it'll take the purity down to around 20%, 20 to 25% purity. So we'll go ahead and see. We've got plenty of nether stars. I don't know if I showed you guys from our farm, but man, we have 3,000 nether stars, and that was, you know, without it going on. It wasn't on for very long at all. But, yeah, we stocked up on a lot of mob jobs. All right, so we're just about done here. So once, like I said, once it gets to 100%, it should start sucking it out. All right, cool. And then once it started sucking it out, yeah, once it started sucking it out, the connection got lost, and it stopped using this. Okay, so the reason that we did that is because if you keep this on, even when there's no liquid in here, it will continue to use the materials and energy and everything that you have in here. So you don't want to be careless with, you know, the usage of your stuff. So you want to set everything up with redstone. So now you see we have here, this is going now. Perfect. So once this got filled up, it is now going. Why is it intermittent? Catalyst missing. Doesn't seem to be giving us our catalysts fast enough. Now it is. Alright, well anyway, there we go. So that's why it was intermittent because of that. Let me go ahead and grab some emeralds real quick and just check them in here. Just so we don't have an issue. So it's going to be taking the purity. This process, much, much longer. So you can see right now it's going to tick up 0.3%. So we have quite a ways to go before our purity is all the way up to maximum. But after that, we can go ahead and start making our crystals. So let's go ahead and wait for this to get pure. We have our crystal at 100% everything. Quality, purity, strength, and efficiency. And you see here I added a second tank and put a crystallizer on top of it. So the way a crystallizer works is it takes the fluid from underneath it and it turns it into a crystal. And you also have to give it power. So go ahead and start that process up. You see the crystal being made here. And this much liquid should make us 2 crystals. All right, so I've also been setting up a couple other things here. All right, so we have our power monitor here, right, set up. Now, this one's set up a little bit differently. It's going to emit a signal when the storage is less than 50% full and stop when storage greater than or equal to 90% full. So basically what that means is if we're using more power than our lava tanks can, or our lava engines can handle, because they're set to 60%, this will kick on. So that's basically how this is going to work for right now. So go ahead and make our crystal. Oh, the next thing we need to do as well, and we're just going to do it, we'll put some stone down. It's going to go right here at some point, but that's fine. We'll put that there, and we're going to put our generator controller and our generator blocks. Well, one generator block. We'll do a few of them. So the great thing about these generators is they can be in any shape. I haven't quite figured out what shape I want it to be yet, but yeah, the size actually doesn't matter because this is only kind of a buffer. The energy is not going to stay in here, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too awfully much, but I think that should be good there like that. So then we'll need a lever. There should be one in here. Nope. Leave. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab one of these. And we'll just plop that bad boy right on here. Oh, that's right. We need an energy collector, which can go... We'll just put it right here for now. And then we'll want a pedestal somewhere. We'll do it... Or we're going to want our crystal to sit somewhere. So we'll put it right here. And, actually, we're going to go ahead and go up 1 as well, and then right like that. So, oh, that's not correct either. We need to do this. Nope, this. Like that? No, it's not placing correctly here. Like this. Okay, there we go. So we want it to go like that, and then that way it will place the crystal for us. So let me go ahead and drop this down like that. Okay. Alright, that should be good for now. Just like a temporary setup, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Still waiting for our crystal here. We're at 55%. And I think we're actually going to be good. We can actually turn this reactor on right now as well. You hear it kind of powering up. And it actually is also going to give off radiation once we start using our crystal. But we should be fine. We're still in our radiation suit here. You see it's taking a little bit of durability damage, but that's fine. What do I feel like I'm missing here? Got our crystal, got this, got that. I'm actually going to do this real quick and put an energy conduit. I'm not sure if you can suck energy from... You cannot. So we're going to have to use these. Interesting. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so I think we're just about. I really do. I feel like I'm missing something though. Why is see? It's on again. This is an issue. I don't know why it's on because our power shouldn't have hit 50%. There's no way it hits 50%, right? So maybe we'll put this down to 40, and we will take this one off real quick. All right, and that should take all the connection out of there. Is there still power here? There is. Why? Why are you giving power? Stop. I don't know what to do. Let's see. We'll do it like this, and then connect that, and then do it like this, maybe? Okay, we'll see if that works. I don't want it to needlessly turn on, is the moral of the story here, because these crystals have durability. And so once they run out of durability, they're gone. And much like everything else in this mod, it will needlessly waste your stuff. So you want to make sure that you are able to... Well, actually, that's not true. I don't know if it'll needlessly waste your stuff, actually. I don't know if once this once this reactor here is full, if it'll actually stop itself. So that'll be an interesting test, which we will get to figure out soon. Going to get our first crystal here. All right, so the next one should be making as well. It is. And we can go ahead and click here. And there we go. So that places it. Now, if we click this on... Okay, so we have some power going in. Now let's see what happens when this fills all the way up here. I didn't even see how much power we got from our crystal. Okay, so it looks like it's still going. This is producing 19,000 RF per tick. So one of these crystals, and yeah, it still tries to drain it even when the crystal. So let's turn that off. If you turn it off, the crystal doesn't wear or anything like that. 19,000 RF per tick per crystal, though. That's pretty good. That's like, I think we produce 28,000 from all of our magmatic engines over there. So 2 of these crystals is already going to be more power than we produce with our magmatic engines, which is sweet. So I need to like figure this out. So essentially what I have planned, let me go ahead and break this. I'm pretty sure you can just break them and they won't have an issue with that. Power left. That's not the right one. Yep, that's the right one. So we do still have all of our power left. Let me go ahead and break all this stuff. So what I intend to do is take this one notch down. So we have our generator controller here. Okay, and then we put our generator up here like this. That looks ugly. Yeah, I know it looks ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me go ahead and do this now. No. Let me do that. And we'll do this. See, it's going. Why? Why are you activating? Stop. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this thing, but I changed the settings a little bit, turned it to 40 and 60, and I might have to mess around with them even more to get it exactly where I want it to be, but the system itself is all pretty much done. The only thing that's not automated is the resonant ore going into here, which I have a couple things that I think I might want to do, but I think I might have changed my mind because this whole system actually seems to be pretty automated. So even when this all goes in here, this isn't going to activate until it's to a certain level, and then that's when that redstone will go all the way there. So I can actually leave this on and kind of just chuck stuff in. So I might actually put another export bus on here, maybe, but I kind of like the idea of having crystals on demand and having like a button that'll make 2 crystals at once, or a button that we can set to make 4 crystals, or whatever, whatever we decide to end up doing with that. But I think I do like having a button system for it a little bit better than just kind of letting it run willy-nilly. This mod is just not very forgiving, and I don't really trust it to treat me well if I do decide to go that route. But it is all set up. It is all finished. We're not, I don't necessarily have it running right now because we're not using all of the power. Even when we turn the quarry on, it's still not enough power to like really drain it out. Our magmatic engines produce a pretty substantial amount. but this will be good for when we get into, you know, deeper power requirements. And I am definitely going to tidy all of this stuff up. Like I said, I'm probably going to throw it all in the basement, and the only thing that's going to be up here is the reactor. I feel like I always leave you guys with like messes like this. When I did the automatic armor changer here, I left you guys with a mess. And because I just kind of left it all stone and did it beforehand, and I'm doing it to you guys again here. I do apologize about that, but isn't it mostly just about, you know, the things you get done? We got a lot done today. We pretty much fully automated Deep Resonance to its completion. That's pretty much all there is to it. Other than that, you know, it's just have fun, and Deep Resonance is a mod that's just about creating power. So once you do that, you're good to go. But that is all the time we do have here today. So unfortunately, you are left with this ugly, ugly site. But I'm definitely going to have it all nice and cleaned up and decorated and everything for you guys next time I see you. But that is all the time we have, unfortunately. I do want to thank you all so much for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy tinkering around with this Deep Resonance and messing around with the regular redstone mixed with the Ender IO conduits here, and just kind of getting into it here and there and just fully automating this system. It was really fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if I did maybe something wrong. Let me know what you guys think of the blue room we have over here, our blue quarantine room. Maybe it might be a little bit too blue. I don't know. I like it, though. I think I like it. But and also let me know what you guys want to see in the future. We now have a good amount of power that we'll be able to produce. So what mods require a ton of power? Let me know in the comments as well. But until I see you guys again, have a good one.